that things have been turning around quite nicely over the last 6 months, primarily in the housing market for most American families because of the low interest rates and the historic adjustment in pricing. We've seen quite a substantial rebound in that market. The waterfront market, which attracts a lot of vacationers from Boston to DC, hasn't shown as much rebound, but over the last 6 months we're starting to see quite a bit of interest. We've had a number of European-based buyers calling, which used to be quite prevalent in the area, and although the activity slowed a bit at the end of the year due to the fiscal cliff, we're starting to see, even early in the winter season, more activity than normal, and we're all very optimistic about what's going to happen this year for the waterfront vacation home. That's been primarily the market that has taken one of the biggest drops in pricing, and there's some great opportunities out there.
So what do you think about the future now?
A lot of optimism out there right now. It comes and goes depending on the weather right now in the winter season, but we're seeing better optimism as far as the future of the East Coast housing market than I've seen in the last 6-7 years.
So is it based on the stock market optimism, or?
Definitely a relation to the stock market. As the stock market increases, our phones ring more and more. It's a direct correlation. People have the confidence, the stock market gives them the confidence, and then we also see the resulting inquiries for primarily on the secondary and the upper home market as related to the what I would call the standard housing market, which has been, I would almost go to say, robust for the last 6 months, where the waterfront market relates again more to what happens in New York.
And you still get calls from Europe?
We'll get calls. There are a lot of European second homes here because of the proximity to the New York, the Boston, and the Philadelphia and the DC market. And I myself have 2 or 3 European-based clients.
And nobody from Sweden?
Well, I have a very rich neighbor down the street from Sweden who's a great guy.
But do you get some calls from Scandinavia?
I've been networking with, I met a Scandinavian client a couple years ago, and from that I've had 2 or 3 leads that have resulted in some nice secondary home sales.